So Zambia B a little bit unfortunate to not make it into the Cup quarterfinals. They started very, very good yesterday as they managed to beat Falsbaai, but in the end they finished 9th on the combined log. Lesotho still in a learning phase, still in a growing phase, and this will be another great experience for them to try and continue building the game of sevens rugby in Lesotho. This one we do expect to be a little bit one-sided, Liam.
Yeah, I think the Zambia B team were quite disappointed to finish up this part of the competition because they did have some very good performances on day one. Coached by the very experienced ex-Zimbabwe scrum half, Neil Norkia. They'll be looking to get on the board here and get into that final, but I do expect potentially a bit of a mismatch. Lesotho is still very much a developing side, and although the Zambia B is a development team, they have been very good in this tournament so far.
Yeah, very young and inexperienced team, this Lesotho side. Sajake, one of their more experienced players at the age of 23, and Mpaki at the age of 24, but then they also have some youngsters in the form of Pipu Tiku at the age of only 18, but he was actually very, very impressive, one of their standout players yesterday. So it will be the Zambia B side to get us underway, playing in their black strip, and to receive the kickoff in a bit of a change of color for the Lesotho side, green and white. They receive the kickoff playing from left to right. Lesotho doing well to receive that kickoff and to deal with it comfortably. Shachaba Mokele with an early touch, but a manhandle there in the tackle by the Zambian number 30, Enoke Kupe. And then Kupe manages to get his hands on the ball. He's got support in the form of Jeremy Badcock. Decides not to use him on this occasion. A good strong leg drive there by Enoke Kupe. Now it goes to the hands of Jackson Koma, gets it away to Brian Balwe as well, and now plenty of speed down the right-hand touchline. It's Charles Male who will open the scoring. We expected it to be a little bit one-sided. Inside the first minute, it's the Zambia B side who take the early advantage.
That was a great start for Zambia B. Just the way they moved the ball from left to right across the field. All the passes, bullet passes, so they're flat. They go in front of the player, allowed the Zambians to run onto the ball, and then there's an easy try for them. All in the passing, a great start for Zambia B. Here you can see, pass to the first receiver, but all the passes in front, allowing players to run onto them. Had a slight overlap, good finish.
Delights on the Zambia B bench, but there's a little bit of the wind that's starting to pick up just a little bit here. At Vic Falls, we experienced something similar yesterday, and all of a sudden it's just become a little bit gusty. Unfortunately for Keketso Sajake, it looks like the end of his game and potentially the end of his tournament as well. But this time again, well dealt with the restart by Bokang Teke. And now opting to go to the boots, running back together is Malvin Banda, but the touchline is going to win that race. And it will be a line out for the Zambia B side. There's the man receiving some attention. Looks like a previous injury that is now just flaring up again.
Day 2 is tough for all these teams, having played 4 pool games on day 1. And in these warm conditions, they'll have to get themselves up for day 2. And Zambia B have certainly started in that fashion.
Yeah, not shy to throw the ball around this Zambia B side. Good little run there by Charles Male again. Malvin Banda with the juggle, but manages to secure it. Now it's Badcock. Oh, strong bounce off there by Mkole, it looks like, on the far side. Nicely through the hands again it goes. Brian Balwe involved. And now opting to go to the boot, so Lesotho almost getting there before Brian Balwe, but he manages to regather. Now he needs to find support. Banda securing the ball. That's great work by Malvin Banda, staying with his teammate Jackson Nkoma there to Charles Male, into the hands of Vincent Kole, and then to Jeremy Badcock. Back it goes to Vincent Kole. Vincent Nkole is the man who makes the break, and it will be Vincent Nkole who dots it down as well. Didn't have enough speed to go all the way under the posts, but it is Vincent Nkole who gets Zambia B's second try of this match.
It all came back from the kick inside the 22 from the Zambia B team. They just moved the ball across to this left-hand side. Notice that Lesotho are not playing with a sweeper in this game. They've got 7 up in their defensive line. So a good intelligent kick behind, he regathered, and then it was just simple passing change that gets them over the line. Big carry from the try scorer. Yeah, you see the ball moving across the field. Zambia B passing nicely. That's Badcock. And then Nkole makes the line break for the score.
Lesotho again not able to deal with the restart, and Badcock gets the gap, and he hands the ball away to Jackson Koma and Melvin Banda. We've seen plenty of the ball, and it's going to be, it looks like it's Vincent Kole again down that right-hand touchline, but good defense by Lesotho on their own try line as they manage to push the ball out into touch. Does look like there's another player from Lesotho that needs to receive some attention. The injured player here on the left-hand side. Injured player here on the left-hand side.
Well, Zambia B have certainly shown their quality in this game. Their attack has been very good. They're keeping the ball well, rucking well, moving the ball across the field. The first major piece of defense will come from this. 6 minutes into the game, 5.5 minutes into the game, and it's...
Yeah, Bukang Teke, the 21-year-old, looks like the end of his day as well, and perhaps also the end of his tournament. Holding his upper chest and neck area. Let's hope that he's all right to continue as well. We've seen it in previous tournaments for Lesotho where they just start running out of players eventually because they are a little bit smaller than the rest, and eventually the physicality of the sevens tournaments start catching up with them. So they still have to play a game later on today against the same opponents.
So a scrum here, left side to Zambia B. Got a full back line lined up. Got a very strong wing on the right side here. Number 17, Charles Male. Coaches say he's a phenomenal physical specimen, very strong, but they decide just on a bit of a switch play.
Yeah, great little loop around there by Nkomo, gets it away to Melvin Banda, and again they're using Charles Male down that right-hand touch line. In fact, it looks like the ball handed back to Melvin Banda, and it is Zambia B who are running away with things. A 19-0 advantage here, an absolute delight for the Zambian supporters who crossed the border, and that's wonderful to see. Really, really enjoying their time here at Vic Falls. They woke up early this morning to cross the border to come and support their side, and certainly they've not been disappointed.
So you just see the little move here from Zambia B. Just an interplay between the center, the scrum half loops around, and then Male is very strong, stays up in the tackle, able to offload with two hands to a support player. Good play from Zambia B as they lead into this halftime mark.
And Koma again with the restart. Giving chase is Christopher Ntambo, but it's Sachaba Mokele from the Lesotho side who manages to gather the ball. Lesotho have just been pressed inside their own 22 for most of this game. This time their handling error forced, and that is the end of the first half as well. So disappointing for Lesotho that they haven't been able to play much rugby in the Zambia B side's half at the moment, but it's all part of the growing process, all part of the learning process for the little Lesotho side. I'd also be doing somersaults like that if my side was in the lead. 21-0 at halftime.
You got to praise this Lesotho team.
Safari Club, this is where it's all happening in Victoria Falls. If you make your way to see one of the 7 natural wonders of the world right here in the heart of Zimbabwe, this is a great place for you to come and stay. It has been a great opportunity for us to interact with some of the locals there as well, and to see some great wildlife that has been on display here. The food has been absolutely fantastic. The drinks are always there, and then you also get to see views like that. The giraffe came to visit us during breakfast yesterday morning, the elephants last night as we were enjoying our meals, and it really is friendly service your entire stay at the Safari Club. So make sure that you take the name down and make sure that you make your booking when you go and visit the Victoria Falls. It really is a wonderful place to come and spend a few days, if not a couple of weeks as well. But it's the action on the field that's entertaining everybody at the moment, despite the pleasant sights of the Victoria Falls and the wildlife that is to see at Vic Falls. This is where it's happening, Victoria Primary School. And at the moment, it's a bit of a one-sided encounter between the Lesotho side and Zambia B. But can Lesotho maybe try and get into the half of the Zambian side and play some rugby there? At the moment, though, it's the Zambia B side with ball in hand, and this is something that they've done so well throughout this tournament, is just to spread the ball wide, suck in a few defenders, and then expose the defense down the wings.
It was a very short team talk from Coach Neil Norkia for the Zambia B team, and I expected Rivaldo somewhere around just do more of the same in the next 7 minutes. You can't pick too many holes out of their performance in this first half. Maybe you could try to stay infield a little bit more, ran into touch there, just given Lesotho early possession in this second half.
Very skewed throw there, the wind causing a little bit of havoc for the throws at the line out, making life quite difficult. But perhaps just the wrong choice there for the Lesotho team. And the wind's blowing, just keep it simple, keep it close. You see the wind just really starting to pick up here. Let's hope that it does die down before those key semi-finals and final coming up later today in the cup competition. Good hands there by Kapolele into the hands of Nkoma, opting to change direction. Vincent Kole throws it wide into the hands of Christopher Ntambo. Daniel Late has made his entry into this game as well, replacing Badcock. Two of the bigger players in the Zambia B side exchanging positions. Good little break there by Melvin Banda. Melvin Banda just had one to beat, but he was hauled in, gets the pass away to Jackson. Korma is not able to hold on. 5 minutes left in this encounter for the Lesotho side. Perhaps this now an opportunity for them to try and get in the half of Zambia.
Very patient in attack with Zambia B, moving the ball side to side, not taking contact when they don't need to. Nice break from Malvin Banda, wasn't able to keep that ball and recycle it. So chance here, midfield scrum, good position for Lesotho Sevens, and let's see if they can use that ball.
Ntini gets the ball out, and he gets the pass away down the right hand side to Makake, and that's a good little run by Makake as he makes his way ever closer to this Zambia 22, and the penalty also going the way of the men in green and white. Mpaki takes the penalty away to Mugai, and then a little chip kick through by Sechabo Mokele, and Mokele gets the kind bounce as well, and the pass gets away to Leklo Nola Moasi, and some just reward for the Lesotho side. They fought hard in this battle, and finally they are on the scoreboard as well.
Great little try from Lesotho Sevens, just went for the chip over, picked his timing right, chipped it nicely, waited the kick, and he's converted. So 7 points on for Lesotho. All came from the chip and chase. Here you see it. No sweeper in behind for Zambia Sevens, and then looked like he'd knocked it down, but went straight down and picked up by the Lesotho support player.
Yeah, I thought that ball bounced, but it just showed the pace of Moasi. Didn't even need the ball to bounce. He really has got a lot of speed on him. Chaba Mokele also being escorted off the field. So that's a third injured player for Lesotho. They still got a game later on today, so let's hope that they have enough numbers. Otherwise, they might have to bribe my co-commentator Liam Middleton to put on their kit, maybe change his citizenship for a little while. Oh, that's a great break by Casito Kapelele down the right-hand touchline. Oh, did he get it down? Just a quick consultation between the referee and the assistant referee. And the referee says no, so went for the spectacular TV dive. He's not happy with that decision. But the try does not stand. We'll have to see if he did actually get it down. The player's convinced, but the referee says try to be a little bit too spectacular there.
So good run down this side. Not sure what the referee saw there, or the assistant referee. They called it not to be grounded, but good break down the side here, and gives Lesotho some ball close to their line. Difficult place to get out of this left-hand corner. Do you kick? Do you run? Let's see what Lesotho do.
Lesotho now just opting to go to the boot. Jackson Korma in possession, and he gathers and he throws a bit of a wayward pass, but it lands up nicely in the hands of Melvin Banda. That's good stepping by Banda as well. It shows how difficult it is to bring Melvin Banda to ground when he's in full flight. Now the ball goes to Daniel Late. Long pass over to Melvin Banda. Got support on his outside, decides not to use it. Melvin Banda now throws the pass, but Christopher Ntambo had moved away. And now Zambia needs support. Kapelele to Mbalwe. Long pass wide into the hands of Jackson Korma. This is Lesotho's probably best defensive effort that we've seen in this tournament so far, managing to keep Zambia B at bay at the moment. But this time the penalty going against the Lesotho side, quickly taken by Jackson Korma.
Lesotho players just obstructing the quick tap there. Might have resulted in a yellow card for them, but
long pass down the left-hand touchline, and this will be another score for the Zambia B side. Nice way for them to end the game. It's Brian Mbalwe going over for their final score of this match. So Lesotho will have to pick themselves up ahead of this replay that's coming up later on today. But it's been the story of their tournament so far.
I think Zambia Sevens finish in the style that they've played this game. They move the ball across the field. Watch this pass. Beautiful pass. And then down to the wing. Still had some work to do. Beat two defenders with the footwork. Good pace, and it's a great finish for Zambia B. They've had a very good performance in this first game of day 2.
So now we've seen all 10 teams in action on day 2 of the Vic 4 Sevens. That match for the 9th, 10th playoff. The sides will meet again a little bit later on in the tournament. And Lesotho will have it all to do if they want to overturn their current deficit. But it's great to see some of the Zambian supporters that have made their way here as well. And plenty of energy. I think he's ready. He needs to be called on. He'll put on the kit. He's got, I think, a lot more energy than some of the players as well. But that's how this encounter, it finishes. It's Zambia B with a comfortable victory over Lesotho. The full-time score 28-7.